Hey, what's happening, everybody? Yours truly, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement, November 1st, 8 o'clock at night here on the East Coast and 5 o'clock out there on the West Coast. And I don't know what time it is in between the two, but it really doesn't matter because we're here, you're here, everybody's here. We're going to have some fun. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back in the basement. I was just out on tour. We did Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Sacramento, California, Reno, Nevada, and here we are back in New Jersey, chilling, having a good time because tomorrow night, Mount Airy Lodge, Pennsylvania, Saturday night, Cutting Room, New York City. And we're going to get back to that and talk more about that while we're down here in the basement having some fun. Hey, Jim Mulcahy, miss you, buddy. We're going to talk all about your sponsorship, of course, and the big shows that we're getting ready to do next year that are going to be bigger than anything I've done this year and hopefully even smaller than what we're going to do in 2020. And I want to thank everybody for being a fan, friend, family member. And we're going to talk about yesterday's trick-or-treat, Halloween, and all the kids that came to the house that took hundreds and hundreds of candies from me, which was a lot of fun. And thank you, Wanda, for having me on the Bronx radio show, which airs on Rider College radio stations. We're going to talk more about that too. In fact, Wanda, when you have a chance, if you post it and you tell everybody about it, I will make sure we talk more about that too. Jim Mulcahy's coming Saturday night. Thank you so much. That's great. Jim Mulcahy and his wife, Barbara, will do it up front because I like to talk about the sponsors at the end of the show. But since he's right up there right now and he's coming to see me and my cousin Peter Lemongello Saturday night at the Cutting Room in New York City at 6 o'clock. Tickets are still available. That's right, the Cutting Room, New York City, with me and my cousin Peter Lemongello, who they're doing a big documentary on his life. It's going to be dynamite. I have a little bit of a part in that too, which is going to be great. Hope you guys will come down. Jim Mulcahy, Barbara Mulcahy, of course, of the famous Remax real estate company. But these guys are in Berkeley Heights. So if you're in the state of New Jersey or around the state of New Jersey, you're looking to buy a house, you're looking to sell a house, I need you to call Barbara and Jim Mulcahy at 908-665-0600. Once again, if you didn't get that number on Instagram or, of course, right here on Facebook Live, buy with and sell with Mulcahy.com. Sellwithmulcahy.com. Don't forget, call them up. They're a wonderful couple. Barbara and Jim Mulcahy, 908-665-0600. That's right. No, I am not selling my basement. This is advertising for them. All right. Now we got that out of the way. We'll talk about that again later. Okay. Let's see who's out there talking. I'm hanging in the basement right now. I'm having one of my favorite cups of coffee called For Coffee. Right. And this was made and created by a comedy team. Check them out. The Uncle Louie Variety Show. These guys are hilarious. For a comedian to talk about another comedian and how funny they are, you know the shit is real, right? So check them out. I'm in the basement. I'm having the coffee. For Coffee. You can get it too. The Uncle Louie Variety Show.com. That's the Uncle Louie Variety Show.com. Get yourself a nice I got the special blend. They got a lot of different blends. I'm drinking it black right now because I'm trying to lose a little weight, trying to get rid of the sugar. I really don't like having my coffee black. I would much rather have this coffee with a little creamer. You know, I like hazelnut creamer, but I'm going to go with the black right now. Thanks, Mike, for entertaining my mom and three sisters all over 85 years ago at Borgata. I'm reading some fan mail. While the whistle blows because the laundry's done. Ask about all the bad words. They said, you see, so funny that didn't hear them curse in New Jersey. Well, thank you so much. And thank you, Pink Golf Cart, my man. I'll see you in a couple weeks out there. Don't forget, you know it's a real when Mike swears when he's complaining. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate all these fantastic compliments. I'm going to try to get to everybody as fast as I can. I haven't done a broadcast in about a week. So obviously there's a lot of people writing in very, very quickly. I got some unbelievable wine that was sent to me in the mail by a great vineyard in Northern California, up around Sacramento. I'm going to talk about that too. Jim Kennedy, it's nice to see you. Becky Knickerbocker from North Carolina. Saw you in Erie before. Vinny, get the bat. So love that story. Thank you so much, Becky. Danny, you owe me a phone call. I did call you. You didn't call me back. And I thank everybody for writing in so fast. Haven't forgotten. Getting excited. That's right, my man. I'm getting to meet these guys at the pink golf court, guys and girls, and young kids, teenagers who are enjoying Mike Marino Live, which is really, really great. Keep the teens coming, man. We need those millennials. And believe me, I'll keep it real. Real. I wanted to talk about a serious subject matter, Irish for coffee. Hey, Phil, how you doing? Jim, how you doing? Frankie Valentine, what's going on, my man? Obviously, I'm wearing my nice Italian T-shirt, sweatshirt. It's November 1st. First of all, let's thank everybody who came to all the shows that me and my friend Marco Asante, who's the co-star of my TV series, Make America Italian Again, the web series, which is doing really, really great. You can watch it on YouTube right now. Folks, you can watch it for free on YouTube right now, but we are going to get picked up by a Sirius station, and once we do, then you have to pay for the show. So right now, keep on going. Subscribe to MikeMarino.net. You get a nice newsletter. It's free. Shows you where I'm going, what I'm doing, the movies that I'm in, the TV shows that I'm in, the world tour that I'm going on. It's a lot of fun. It's crazy, it's silly, and it's clean. And you can learn about the products that I'm going to be endorsing as well. Mike Lucas, how you doing, Paisan? Okay, look, Mike Lucas just wrote in. This guy, I just got a brand new car, ladies and gentlemen, brand new car. Well, it's not brand new. It's a 2017, but it's brand new for me, right? I bought the Nissan Rogue, and it's an SUV, white with black interior. It's a badass car. I'm really happy about that. And I have some friends that are in the car waxing detailing business, let's say, right? And here's their product right now. Boom, there's one. And bada bing, there's another one. This is the tire shine. See that badass shit? Okay, and here is the one that's for the actual car. It's called Aquanil or Aquanail, and also has this wash and wax bottle. See that? Wash and wax bottle. Now, a fan of mine, Mike Lucas, and some of his friends will come into a lot of my shows, and they got great shirts and they got great product. And here's one of the products right now. And this is the way he became a sponsor to not only my live events, but right here on the radio show, and you can do it too. Just inbox me, let me know what your product is, let me know what you want me to talk about, and I'll let you know how much that costs. And because social media happens to be free, you find yourself a comedian who's doing some big, big numbers, we make it all happen. You understand? Gabish. All right. So anyway, waterless wash and surface protect. It gives you a nice high gloss when you wax your car. I can't wait to use this product. Mike, I hope you watch it. All right. And if you too would like this product, all you have to do is go to www.croftgate USA. Croftgate USA. Pick up yourself a couple of bottles of these great products. Go out there and wash and wax your car before the snow destroys it. And then we got to put, the broom on the top of your car and take all of that shit off. And not only do I got these great products from Mike Lucas and the people from Croftgate USA, but they gave me these really incredible cleaning towels, cloths. They're so soft and they made with whatever it is that they make them. It's just phenomenal when you clean your car. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. Hey, Vito. Hey, George. Hey, Big Rathu. Hey, everybody. How you doing? And there you go, CroftgateUSA.com. There you go. All right, make sure you guys keep coming to the shows. I'm so happy and I'm so proud to use this wax on my car. This is the tire shine. So that's cool. With that, let me sip this coffee. While I was out on tour and we were performing in Sacramento, California, there's an area of Sacramento, California called Old Town. And in Old Town, Sacramento, everything still looks like it's 1776. They got musket guns, antiques, and all these crazy things to see. Now, if you're into that, it's very interesting. And they also have a river with river boats You can wine and dine and go out and hang out. Lots of things to do. Jazz club, blues club, dancing clubs, all kinds of great stuff. This is in an area of Sacramento that they call Old Town. They got old bridges that you haven't seen since the 1901 and shit like that. It's really, really great. So when we went up there to entertain, we play a club up there called Laughs Unlimited. Laughs Unlimited Comedy Club's got to be one of the oldest comedy clubs in the country, and it's a lot of fun when we go up there. Mr. Sokola just wrote in, Mr. Scotch Plains, and he has my sweatshirt that says Scotch Plains on it because I'm proud to be a Raider from the original Raider marching band back in the 1980s. So, hey, I'm here for another couple of days here in Scotch Plains there, Mr. Sokola, and I would like to get that sweatshirt. So give me a call, not now because I'm busy, but if you wouldn't mind, call me a little bit later. Hey, Coda Hawk, how you doing, man? It's nice to see you. Can't answer the phone right now because we're broadcasting it, but maybe I will a little bit later, all right? Hi from Jersey City. You know, I was just at a party a couple nights ago, and the caterer was from Jersey City. Now, if you're from Jersey City, you might understand this, and if you're not, well, just listen. There was a guy and his mom and dad, they were serving the hors d'oeuvres, tray passing, and he was telling me about Jersey City back in the day. Well, he knows that my cousin's Peter Lemongello, and Peter Lemongello and I from Jersey City are going to perform together at the Cunning Room in New York City. We just made that announcement. And that's really an unbelievable journey of life. You don't see these people for 30 years, but somehow you come together and you collide. He was also talking about El Vento's, which was one of the greatest places. That's where everybody in Jersey City got married. That's where everybody went on a Sunday night to have the gravy and the sauce, whether you call it sauce or gravy, who really gives a shit? And he was telling me about El Vento's now has sauce that you go buy in a jar, and it's from the son, and the son lives in Northern California. And what am I talking about? Northern California. How great is that? Right now I'm getting a nice email from Yuck Yucks Niagara Falls. Hey, Yuck Yucks Niagara Falls, I can't wait to get out there. That's right. Mike Marino, Make America Italian Again, is performing at Yuck Yucks Comedy Club, Niagara Falls, on November 29 and November 30. So how do you like that, Yuck Yucks? Say something nice. I hope you're watching the show right now. But that would be really, really great. I can't wait to come up. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, getting back to my my tour, Yuck Yucks Comedy Club, Buffalo, New York, technically. It's on the United States side, I believe, or I really don't know. Yuck Yucks Comedy Club, and that's going to be on November 29 and 30, and I believe that is the first comedy festival in that area. There's going to be a lot of great comedians. I could say, I know Vinny Pastore from The Sopranos, Big Pussy from The Sopranos is going to be on the show. Also, you're going to see Angelo Sarukis. You're going to see Frank Spadone. You're going to see many great Italian or non-Italian comedians in the festival that is Yuck Yucks, Buffalo, New York, November 29 and 30. Come on up, get your tickets. I know a lot of my friends and family members from Toronto will be coming to that show. So I was talking about how I was up in Sacramento, California. A fan came to one of the shows, a couple of different shows actually, and her husband have a winery in, I guess, the Napa Valley area or somewhere in Northern California, because obviously they were close to Sacramento. They drove to see the show, and they thought, wouldn't it be nice to mail Michael a case of wine? And I said, yes, it would be very nice to mail me a case of wine. And so they did. A few days ago, Mike, we need to talk about tickets for Niagara Falls. Mike Lucas, I hope you were watching. I just plugged everything you could think about when it came to your product, Croftgate USA, and we're talking all about that. Hey, Excalibur, how you doing? Excalibur Starship. I don't know what that is, but good day. And if you're saying good day, I have a funny feeling you might be in England or Australia. So anyway, so we go up there. Hey, Joe, how you doing? I actually sent you an email today, Joe Caracappa, and I was telling you, whenever you want to talk to me, just inbox me, and we'll talk about your private party, baby. I'd love to entertain at your party. Ray Lombard, how you doing, buddy? It's nice to see you. I know who you are. All right, listen, Ray, I got a lot of shows. I hope you're going to come and see. Remember, everybody, you want to see me live? MikeMarino.net. So we're all the way up in Sacramento, California, and look what I got in the mail. Check this shit out, everybody. Are you digging that? Are you digging that? Here you go, Facebook Live. Here you go, Instagram. That's right. Okay, let me tell you about this wine. First of all, it's called Grape Heart from the Grape Heart Vineyards in Northern California. This is a 2011 wine. It's called The Beat. The Beat. Hey, Philly, I see you a few times back at the Casbah. Wow, the Casbah Comedy Club. Oh, that was the best. Well, thank you, Excalibur. It's nice to see you. Hope you're having a great night. Go to MikeMarino.net. Subscribe to the channel. Takes a second. Come check out another show. I wish we can go back to the Casbah, but we will definitely do Atlantic City. And this Friday night, tomorrow night, I'm going to be at Mount Airy Lodge. I don't think that's too far from you. If you're in the Pennsylvania area, folks, Mount Airy Lodge, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, I am at the Mount Airy Lodge Casino. There's still a few more tickets left if you want to come. You don't even have to buy them online. Buy them in person. It's only $20. I don't know why it's so cheap that night, but I love you too, Ray Lombard. It's nice to see you. Mike Wilson. Wow, is that from Yugoslavia? No, this shit ain't no from Yugoslavia. Name is Bill McRar, and I'm subscribed. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. You're a legend. Let's get back to this wine. You checking this out? Now, if you're interested in looking up this type of a wine, I got this one. Very, very nice. And I also got this one. And this one is Grape Heart Vineyards 2010 Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon. This is something that you want to have. Nice, room temperature with an unbelievable steak. Maybe pasta, little meatballs on a Sunday. I say steak. McRae, need to meet you for the new bat one of these days. Well, thank you very much. I would love that. I got bats all over the house. I have so many fans. I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. Not only do they send me wine, they send me coffee, but I got baseball bats all over this house, man. You coming in this house, I'm going to fuck you up. If you don't belong here, you're going down. My dad lives close to Pennsylvania. My fuck around account. Oh, that is hilarious. That guy's account's called My Fuck Around Account. So I might go. Well, thank you, My Fuck Around Account. What's your name? My Fuck Around Account. Mount Airy Lodge, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Me and New Jersey's funniest lawyer, John Bramnick. Getting back to these two wines, let's do this really, really quickly. Bam. And I'm sure they have phenomenal wines, and I'm going to give you the website. Great people, nice as can be, and their company is called Wine Slash, slashing wine prices. So it looks like you get a big discount. ShopWineSlash.com. You guys get that? ShopWineSlash.com. And you tell them Mike Marino sent you, and you're going to get a big discount on that wine. Yuck Yucks Niagara. That's right. We are plugging the Yuck Yucks Niagara Comedy Festival, which we just got done talking about, and I'm part of that comedy festival on November 29 and November 30. So if you're in the Toronto area, Buffalo, Syracuse, Utica, if you're up in that area, come on down and see the show. My name is Anthony, by the way. Anthony, My Fuck Around Account. Hope you come to see the show. Tell your father to come down. Come backstage, say hello to me. I got some merchandise. I'd be happy to just give you some products for coming out and making me smile. We can make that happen. Hey, Gina, how you doing? Ray, come on now. Subscribe. Is that Gwyneth Paltrow? Hey, Gwyneth. Anne Marie, what's going on? So that's it for the wine, folks. If you're interested in picking up some of these bottles of wine, I strongly recommend it. I'm not really a wine connoisseur. I know the wines I like. I like to have a nice, heavy red wine. I also like white wines. These wines are fantastic. So go to shopwineslash.com make that shit happen. I'm sure the folks down there would be really happy that you did. And I think that's it right now. So I have a couple of topics that I wanted to hit. And of course, thank you so much for everybody who came to Reno. Thank you, everybody who came to Las Vegas. And thank you, everybody who came to Sacramento. Let's just keep on making America Italian again with the comedy tour. You're going to have a lot of fun. Ray Lombard here from good old Brinks. Huh. I thought you said your name was, oh, well, whatever. Very good. Very good, guys. I'm glad. Now, there's something really nasty that happened in this world, and I usually don't bring up these topics. I'm a comedian. I'm here to make you laugh. I'm here to make you forget about the world's problems just for a little while. But good God, how do you go into a place of worship? Whether it's a good worship or a bad worship, it's just a place of old people who are in there just praying. Could you imagine these old senior citizens that got killed in this synagogue? I mean, come on. I mean, when I think about stuff like that, what if that happened to just the church that's down the block? I grew up going to the church down the block. We used to walk to church every Sunday, me and my mother, my father, my two brothers. We went to Sunday school, and everybody was happy in there, you know? Could you imagine if a gunman went in there and started shooting those people? The mass majority of people who are in a place like that are senior citizens. It's the weekends when you see the younger people. God forbid there was a lot of younger people in that synagogue. I mean, God forbid that this actually happened completely. But when you look at this 97-year-old lady, did you see this lady? I mean, come on. She made it through the Holocaust, and she gets killed in her own little place of worship. How do you even... Anyway, I just had to put that out there for all the people who might be watching my show. I don't even know how you would apologize or say anything comforting about what went down. All I know is if I was president of the United States, that guy would not be on trial. I would do something seriously bad to that guy, and I would send a message to everybody who thinks doing something like that is a good idea. A nice, loud message. Sorry. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's the way I see it. And if anybody has a problem with that, let him go home to your house for the weekend and let me know how you feel. Make him some dinner. Invite him over. Try to be this guy's friend. It's bullshit. Nobody should hurt anybody. Ever. Ever. So, I don't know if that happened and he killed somebody and my family was one of the people that perished in a massacre like that, I would say flat out, don't put the guy on trial. Don't try to, let him come over to my house. Come over to my house. I'm going to talk to my family members. We'll bring them down to the basement and we'll talk to them. And you know what? While we're talking to them, and I got all these baseball bats around the house and all these bottles of wine, we'll watch the show. See what happens. Let everybody watch. It's how you take care of the problems. You fuck with us, we fuck with you. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Just take up the ass and hang them in the town square. Well, yeah. Yeah. God of all types should be respected. It's very sad. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you guys said that, and we could change the subject and go on to something a little bit better. But I just had to say that because I don't know about you people, but I was watching that from my hotel room, and then I had to go downstairs and do comedy. You know, you're in your room, you're watching the horror on television, and then you got to go downstairs in front of 300 people and say, okay, make us laugh. And in your head, you're like, what? Come on. What the fuck, man? I don't know. When I was a kid, you never really worried about that shit. Now you got to, now they're going to teach a priest, a man of God, how to defend himself. And there's something wrong with this world. Anyway, thank you, Ken. Hello to you. Mel, how are you? Thank you so much for saying that, Mel. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. Frankie Vaughn, how you doing? Jim Kennedy, how you doing, buddy? I'm glad you're with me, pal. I appreciate that. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling better. I remember when you came to Vegas. I don't forget anything. Thank you so much for wearing my T-shirt. I hope you're happy. I hope your surgery is great and everything is fine. Mike Lucas, Mike the President, that's fucking right, man. Get me in the White House. I'll show you some shit. I'll change the course of this world. Yeah, keep your mouth shut. Watch what you're saying. Do the right thing. You remember when you were younger? I don't know about you people, but when I was younger, and your father or your mother said to you, listen, when you cross the street, here's how you do it. You look to the left, you look to the right. If you don't see any cars, you scurry across the street. Don't delay, because you never know. Scurry across the street. Now you're driving down the road, and people cross the street looking at their cell phone, walking as slow as they can, and then they look at you while you're sitting behind the wheel of your car like you're some asshole who actually decided coming down this street was a good idea. I feel like rolling down the window and going, excuse me, this car's made of metal, and I have no problem running you over while you're on the phone. Because that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? You ever see anybody cross the street and they're going very, very slow, and then they look at you? They look at you like you got the problem. You ever make a right on red, and the guy's going, should I step into the street? I'm like, no, I can make a right on red. Back up, because I'll run you right the fuck over. I don't know. It's just one of those things I've been thinking about. You know, and now people are saying kids this and kids that. Oh, let's do a nice shout out to a good dear friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, Emilio, I hope you're watching. Emilio DeFabio is a great guy. He owns a construction company here in the wonderful state of New Jersey. He comes over to my house all the time, brings me homemade wine. Emilio, I hope you watched the fact that I was talking about some wines that got sent to me. He comes over with homemade wine. It's absolutely delicious. He's a nice guy, sponsored a lot of my shows. There you go, the Fabio team, safety first. DCC, the Fabio Construction Company. This shirt couldn't be any brighter. If you're walking down the street and you got one of these shirts on, you are going to glow like a pumpkin in the night from last night. Yes, I do perform in Wisconsin. And Michael Lamazio, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much. But I'm talking directly to my friend right now, and I'm sure everybody else can listen to this. Emilio DeFabio's mom passed away, I would say, an average of maybe a week ago. I don't know the exact date. Emilio, I've been trying to call you. I know you and your dad and your family are grieving. It's the saddest thing when a parent passes away and your kids made it to, let's say, 50, because we're so used to having them around completely now. And it's just as sad as you can imagine, you know. I still have my mom's things in this house, my mom's clothes. I kept a pair of my mother's sneakers for good luck. My mother had this watch that the band always broke. The band always broke, so she just kept the face. Well, and she kept it in her pocket so she could see what time it was. And I now have that watch face in my pocket. That's my good luck charm. I keep it in my pocket. But our dear friend, Emilio DeFabio's mom passed away. So let's keep him and his dad and the rest of his family in our prayers. Emilio, when you're ready, return my phone call. Come on over, and then maybe we can have some drinks down here and laugh a little bit, talk about the old times. You're more than welcome to bring your dad, bring your father over. Let's hug them. Let's make them laugh. We'll have the homemade wine down here. We'll make some macaroni. We'll talk about the old days when they all came over from Italy. I got these really great bottles of scotch and whiskey that were given to me. And maybe we can get a good laugh out of the whole thing. A good laugh, a good cry. And I don't know, what can I say? I remember when my mom got ill. My mom has been gone about 5 years now. And what had happened was she went into the hospital, and every day it was like, is this the day she comes home, or is this the day she goes? Is this the day she come home, or this the day she goes? And you know, the blood is up, the blood is down, that this is this, this. You never know whether you're coming or going. And they're in this coma, and you don't know what to say. Are you alive? Do you hear me? Mom, are you there? Hello, hello. You're asking all these questions. Why didn't you come home more often? Why didn't you say things? And it just drives you crazy. And then you get the phone call that says, everything is good. She's looking good. We're sending her home. A day goes by, get on the plane and come home and say goodbye to your mom. So it's brutal, but you know what? It's also part of life. And I think when someone lives into their 80s, that's success. Success, the 80s. Well, or 90s. I wouldn't mind living into my 90s. But look at that. You know, someone passes away through some health issues. And then you get these other people that die because some asshole went into a synagogue and decided this is a good day to shoot. Just crazy. Anyway, if I'm making any sense. But I had to make that shout out to Emilio DeFabio. Our prayers with you, my friend. And when you have a chance, give me a call. It'd be nice to talk to you and hug you and say hello and make some good stuff happen. All right? See, right now I'm getting a nice letter too. I keep my uncle's ashes and I wear my uncle's priceless rings. Well, good luck. You know, we get these little charms. And I say that that's my mother is my agent in heaven, and he's making sure that everything goes right. Hey, Sebastian, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Coda, thank you so much for always writing in. You're a good friend. James, JJ Crothium. Hey, Mike, I got a new job. The place sounds like AC, AC Moore. I wish. It's nice to see you, pal. You know my phone number. I always want you to call me. You're a great artist. I love you. You're a great guy. And if you're going to be playing Santa Claus in Asbury Park, then I will definitely be down there. So that's really, really great. Who else is writing in right now? Frankie Vaughn. Thanks. Cool Sneaks. It's nice to see you, pal. Thank you, Frankie Vaughn. Mike Lucas, thank you so much for saying deepest condolences to my friend Emilio. Halloween was great the other night. Hundreds of kids came to my house. Well, and I hope this gentleman is watching the show right now, but a really great thing for me is all these kids would come into the house, gave everybody tons and tons of candy. I must have bought at least 4 of the bags that have 500 pieces. And it was really, really great. All the different outfits. One guy comes to the house, and he's with his kids, and he looks at me and he goes, wow, you know, I had a funny feeling you might be in the area. Can I get a picture taken with you? And I go, absolutely. He goes, I'm a really big fan. I follow everything you do. So big shout out to the local really great guys that live here in this little town of Scotch Plains, New Jersey, where I grew up, and also, of course, Marion section of Jersey City. I remember when I was younger, there was a lot of guys who just walked up and down the same block, went to the same house time and time again, and we put on ratty old clothes that you got in your father's closets, a stupid hat, put some chalk on your face, and you were a street bum. And that's the way we did our thing. And then we also collected pennies for UNICEF. That was back in the day. So tonight, I just wanted to do a nice shout out, a nice little podcast, and say hello to everybody, especially my friends who are around the world and my fans who are also around the world. We're having a great time. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow night, November 2nd, I'll be performing with my friend, New Jersey's funniest lawyer, John Bramnick, and also opening the show, one of the greatest actors and comedians of all time, Peter Gaudio, will be on the show with me tomorrow night. This is all being presented by a producer, and his name is William DeMayo. We're going to have a lot of fun. That is tomorrow night, November 2nd at 8 o'clock at Mount Airy Lodge in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. On November 3rd at 6 o'clock, I will be at the Cutting Room opening for my cousin, the legendary singer, Peter Lemongello, who back in the 70s was the first singer to do an infomercial that sold over 1 million albums. His hit song is going to be sung on stage Saturday night at 6 o'clock. I can't really sing. I wouldn't do it justice, but it's a great song. Puts chills up your spine. You're going to have a lot of fun with that. If you want to come down to the Boca Black Box on November 16 and 17, I will be in Boca Raton, Florida, with my friend Vinny Ciceri, and we're performing at the Boca Black Box November 16 and 17 in Boca Raton. Hey, look at that. There's Mindy Rickles. She's writing into the show. Funny comedian. Mindy Rickles. It's Don Rickles' daughter, the legend himself, Don Rickles. has a daughter who's doing stand-up. Her name is Mindy Rickles, and we've performed together many, many times. We're going to do more and more shows, so stay tuned. Make sure you watch. You're on Instagram right now, and you can see that she's writing into the show. Say hello. Introduce yourself to Mindy Rickles. You're going to have a lot of fun. Her show is really, really great. Show her a little love, Italian style, and make that happen. And also, again, November 29 and 30, don't forget to come down to the Buffalo side of Yuck Yucks, Niagara Falls. Yuck Yucks, Niagara Falls, November 29 and 30. December 1st, I will be at the Winmore Theater in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's a big theater. It's a 2,000-seat theater. That's the Winmore Theater in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's December 1st. On December 5, why don't you guys come down? You can see me at 1 Cobblestone Boulevard in Monroe Township. December 8th, I will be in Long Island at the Queensboro Arts Center. Okay, that's 3,000 seats. Hey, you guys out there in Queens, don't forget, come down. December 8th, Queensboro Arts Center, Long Island, New York. On December 12th, I will take the stage in Wayne, New Jersey. This is a charity. I'm doing this charity to raise some money for domestic violence. This show will be for domestic violence. That's going to be on December 12th. The information is at mikemarino.net. I will be on the show, and the ever-lovely, funny Pam DeButts will be on the show. If you guys want to look up Pam DeButts, you can go on Instagram and look up Shapamalam. That's right, Shapamalam. Absolutely hilarious female performer. And not only is she a great comedian, not only is she a great sketch comedy artist and actress, but she also plays the guitar and she sings. And it's absolutely hilarious to watch. If you're on Instagram and you're watching right now, go to Shapamalam on Instagram and watch what she calls Pam Rants. It's absolutely hilarious. She ramps about everything from what's going on in her life to Halloween, to what's going on in your life. So make sure you look that up. Kenny Rocks, I hope you're going to come and see me November 16th. Thank you very much. Frankie Vaughn, you're always great, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. And Kenny, I can't wait to see you. That's right, December 1 and also November 16 and 17. Those are all the Florida shows. Wayne is your hometown. That's right, I remember that. And then that'll bring us to New Year's Eve, let's say. Now, listen, if you're in the state of New Jersey, you got nothing to do on New Year's Eve, you want to ring in the new year with yours truly, Mike Marino, why don't you come down to Catch a Rising Star in Princeton, New Jersey? It's phenomenal. We're going to have a lot of fun there. I know we're going to bring in the new year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to sing. We're going to dance. Hey, we're getting some fan mail from Australia. How you doing, Tones? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing great down there. Hey, mate. And thank you so much for writing into the show. Hey, Victoria, how are you? I hope everybody's doing great. I do have to get going one more time for my sponsors. Thank you so much for sponsoring Mike Marino Live from my mother's basement. Big shout out to shopwineslash.com. Thank you so much. Okay, of course, Remax of Berkeley Heights, Barbara and Jim Mulcahy. Once again, sellwithmulcahy.com, 908-665-0600. I want to do a nice big shout out, of course, to my friend. Bam, look at that. Look at that. Fabio Construction. Fabio, we're so sorry that you lost your mom, but we're going to keep you in our hearts and our prayers. And I can't wait to see you again, my brother. We're going to make big things happen towards the end of the year. And also, don't forget, everybody, you want to clean up your car, clean it up, clean it up. CroftGateUSA.com. CroftGateUSA.com. You can do it. And don't forget, have a nice glass of wine with your girl, with your mom, with your dad, with your friends, with your family. Enjoy. Have a nice cup of coffee with my friends. For coffee, of course, www.theunclelouisvarietyshow.com. Well, listen, I got to get going. I thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's show. Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. Remember, let's make America Italian again. And what's our new motto for the United States? You don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. Good night.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.